I think when we last saw Ruth and Debbie, they were sort of on strange terms because they had sort of bonded again over wrestling, but there's so much of their friendship that is broken that they sort of skipped the step of fixing it. So we're sort of seeing the repercussions of them repressing that healing time.
Yeah, I'd say they're almost in a worse place than they were last year when they kind of were trying to pretend like nothing happened. It's funny to go back and watch season 1 and just be like, they never talk about it.
Yeah.
They never talk about it. Except they have one big fight and then they never talk about it. So in season 2, it's sort of about them learning how to exist with each other on a day-to-day basis in a very real way, working in the same environment. And it brings out really deeper issues at the heart of their friendship that have sort of always existed beyond this one major incident.
Yeah, yeah. They're sort of each other's greatest ally in the room and greatest enemy. And so they want to be near each other, but also they don't want to at all.
And they know each other so well, I think, that they also know how to get under each other's skin.
Yes.
Oh, they'll talk about it.
Yeah, they have a talk. For sure.
They're gonna talk.
Yeah.
They're gonna talk about it.
Okay. Clan Turner.
They're. Just keep going. Season 2 is definitely more intense. The stakes are higher for the characters. They're shooting the show Glow now. They are trying to up the ante with bigger wrestling moves. We had to learn bigger wrestling moves.
Yeah.
And the characters, we dive a little deeper into a lot of the characters' lives. Characters you barely got to meet last year. This year you get to know more. Again, like we said with Ruth and Debbie, it gets a little darker. I would say there's a bit more drama in season 2, for sure.
Yes, and definitely more wrestling. For our wrestling training, the first season, we did a month of, easing into it. And then for season 2, we sort of picked up where we left off training-wise. Like, started with the biggest moves we'd ever learned and then went from there to even bigger moves.
I think it's always been necessary. I feel like there's this kismet thing, this wave that's happening, obviously a wave of change in our industry with the Me Too movement and things like that, but Glow existed as a show already. I don't think it's changed the message of what we're talking about on the show or what we wanted to talk about, but I think a lot of projects that are happening right now, it's just everyone was feeling this need for change, and Glow is certainly a part of that story.
Yeah, I think we spent a lot of decades not telling the female side of things, and rather than it be a phase or a trend, we're trying to right the wrongs of the space that has been left in so many movies and TV.
I would like to do 6 seasons of Glow. And so it be done. And that's it? Or 7 seasons of Glow.
Yeah.
Bing.
I mean, wrestling really hurts.
Yeah. Or 4 seasons of Glow.
And then the last 2 seasons, they start a farm together. Ruth and Debbie start an inn and a little B&B.
I could see Ruth milking cows.
I totally Season 6, Ruth and a cow. It's just the 2 of you. I do the voice of the cow.
Oh, great.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I can't wait.